Hello everyone, and welcome to EDT 503, Module 2. So here we are, right in the second week of the course, and a big focus this week is on online collaborative learning tools. Now again, these tools that we're going to talk about this week can be used in a classroom setting, like I use it with my students, my high school students. I meet with them face-to-face every single day, and we use Google Docs and other tools to work collaboratively. For this module, this will be great for your online project where you don't see each other. You could also use these tools. I'm going to require you to use these tools as you form your groups and you do your online common assignment. So this is going to be a fun week. Lots going to happen this week, so let's see what's expected. So again, let's read the syllabus very carefully. And again, you can watch this video right here. This link, you can get the link to this Google Doc, right, to follow along. So make sure you're looking through the action sheet very carefully. So I want you to read the syllabus again, certainly. Look at it and look at the common assignment requirements. And again, groups this week need to be established, all right, for week 2. So I'm going to have a area on Schoology for you to post some ideas of who wants to form a group. We're a small class, so a couple of groups of 2 to 3 people is certainly fine. Everyone has different backgrounds and interests, right? So post some of your ideas, post your interests, post your grade level, what you're doing, and maybe we can come together with some commonality of folks so you can have some sort of common aspects to look at together. All right, so you're going to read the articles and watch the videos contained in the week 2 folder on e-learning and collaborative learning together. All right, I'm going to go over that in a moment. You're also going to research and read a scholarly article of your choosing that relates to the material found in the week 2 folder. Okay, so I want you to research your own article this week, and I put a lot of links in the course setup folder to help you find free tech publications and also use the Teachers College online databases. So use those and find a great scholarly article that deals with this topic of the week. That would be perfect. And post a file, usually a file to that article with your post. A link is sometimes inconvenient, especially if a link is linked to a database, and we can't really activate the link unless we're logged in. So if you can download the file and upload that file with your post, that would be wonderful. So here's the prompt for the week. We're exploring a lot of different tools, mostly Google Apps for Education, Dropbox, and others, to work collaboratively online. I want you to sort of look at these tools, analyze these tools, and think how you might use these tools with your common assignment and your reaction to these tools, even for your own classroom teaching experiences. You're going to post the Module 2 discussion, and we'll go over that in a moment. All right, and that's due by Wednesday the 6th. And then by Sunday the 10th, you're going to have an initial group plan, you're going to have a group formed, and you're going to do some real simple sort of group plan. What are you going to use? What are you going to look at? And again, I'm really going to require you to use more of the Google tools. I really want us to kind of get immersed in Google tools in this particular common assignment. As really, it was a great way to learn how to use collaborative tools online. Now, even though we're using Google tools, you can certainly take those skills and transfer them to using like Office 365 or Microsoft products. But for this program, as we're trying to prepare students to at least apply for that initial Google Educator Level 1 exam, we're kind of immersing ourselves in Google tools. So I'm going to modify this part of the action sheet so make sure that we're using a lot of these Google tools like Google Docs, Google Sites as you work through your projects. And then you're going to have to also fill out this field experience form. All right, you don't have to have it completely done, but I just want to know where you're going, where you're going to be for your field experience placement. And then post or apply to other students as initial discussion posts. Okay, so let's go take a look at the week together and online student collaboration and online learning. Okay, so there's the action sheet. Here is the place to post your Module 2 discussion, certainly. Here's a place to just have a discussion, open discussion, to sort of post some ideas of what you want to do. Maybe you can get groups formed here. So right here is where you would post, I'm a 2nd grade teacher, or I'm an ELA teacher, and here's what I like to do, and maybe we can hopefully form some groups inside this discussion. Here's to say check off that you did the field experience placement, and here's where I want only one person in each group to submit the initial group plan, so that we can have that, just bare bones of what we might look at together in the next few weeks. All right, so let's look at the materials. Now, I did a couple different things this week. You have some general great articles about collaborative online learning and skills for accomplishing online projects. Definitely include those in your posts. Okay. After that point, I'm giving you more websites. I give you a few here on iTunes U, and iBook Author. We're really not going to use these in this course for this particular project. I just wanted to let you know what else is available from the Apple world of working together collaboratively. Just for us, if you're not completely immersed in Apple products, if you didn't all have an iPad or a Mac, it makes it a little more challenging. That's kind of the nice thing about Google. You could have Google on an iPad and work with others working on a Chromebook or a PC or a Mac. It works across platforms. Apple's not as convenient in that respect. All right. Then I had this article about Dropbox and how to use Dropbox. I, for years, used Dropbox with my colleagues to collect files and to share and to work together collaboratively. Now we switch everything to Google because just there's so much more versatility to using Google products. So that's why I'm such an advocate of that. All right. So I give this whole folder on Google for Education. Okay. Now you have a lot here, certainly. Okay. This is I'm going to start off. This is a great website from Google for Education. It sort of guides you to what they do as a company for schools and educators, and there's so much wealth of information here. Okay, so take a look at that. Okay. After that point, this is a Google Doc that I put together because I offer a lot of professional development in my district. I teach teachers in my district how to use Google products. Use this Google Doc sheet. I always update it. Don't worry about the course goals, but there's a general overview video that was about an hour session. Okay, there's a Canisius College webinar that I did about an hour session, but these are individual videos that I made of getting to know Drive, getting to know Docs. So look at these videos if you're not accustomed to using these tools, using Docs, examples of what I do with my students with Google Docs, and it goes down to using slides, forms and spreadsheets. Okay, and there's some other things about Google Classroom, which we won't do a lot in this class about it, but it's interesting to know. And there's a lot of resources there for you, for Chromebooks and for Google Docs. Okay, so that's a great one. Definitely check it out. Then there's this advanced Google Apps sheet, okay, which is really good, which takes you to the next level. Okay, so talk about Chrome extensions. Definitely look at that because there's a lot of extensions that help you on your final projects together. I talk about G Suite. I talk about add-ons. I talk about Google Docs add-ons and Poll Everywhere and Slide Carnival add-ons. These are wonderful Forms add-ons, how to use Calendar, virtual reality in the classroom. We're going to come back to this in more detail, so don't worry about this right yet. Okay, and also about using Google Sites because we will use Google Sites at the very end here. I'm sorry, did I skip Google Sites? I might have skipped the right there on there. Google Calendar, Google Forms. Maybe it's after all of the cardboard stuff. I apologize. All right, there's all my cardboard stuff. My students using Google Cardboard. We're going to come back to that. But there's Google Sites, and I'm going to actually require you to submit your final piece as a Google site, and you can work on that collaboratively. So some really great resources there as well. Okay, so definitely look at that sheet. It's essential. All right. Then there's this other link about 5 ways to use Google Apps. It's a great article from Academic. You might want to take a look at that. It's a great little overview of how to use Google Apps in the collaborative group projects. That will help you tremendously. Okay. Then there's this great little article about Google Drive. It's just the Google Drive site, and you could download Drive for your Mac or your PC and sync everything. There's a great site about Google Hangouts. Oh, I gotta fix that link. I will fix that. I'm not sure why that one is not working. I'll fix that for you. This is a great site from Chris Betcher, who's actually out of Australia, but he does a lot of summits, and he's wonderful. He has great stuff about Google products, and everything you want about Google is on his site. It's a great site for you. And then there's some great videos on Google Drive. You take a look at this video, which is super useful. We'll pause it right now. Very, very useful. And then there's this one about Meet the New Google Drive.
Meet the new Google Drive. It lets you
This is super useful as well.
from any smartphone.
Pause that. And then there's some help files from Google themselves. How to organize your files, how to upload files to Google Drive, and how to work with Office files. You want to convert Office files to Google files. These might be useful if you need them. Okay, so there's a lot there, but this should be a great immersive week into Google tools. All right, folks, I hope that helped. Hope this will be a great positive experience this week. And let me know if you have any